If you can't tell.
Great. She's got to show her audience.
Okay. Okay, this is
Look
Jake, my mom, my dad, Kelsey, my brother, Michaela, my sister, and Dan, her boyfriend. Okay.
That's Mommy.
My name is Dana Rain Stevens. I was born December 5th, 1987. And then my name was just Dana Rains, which was my mom's maiden name. My mom was 14 and my biological father was 18 when they had me. They stayed together until I was about 6 months old, and then they split up. My mom and I continued to live with my grandparents until I was about 4 when she married my dad, Chris. During my second grade year, we moved into an old farmhouse in Olean, Missouri. We had stripped it down and remodeled it. At the age of 9, my dad, Chris, adopted me. That was the first and the only time that I've been in a courtroom. I remember it because it was a pretty big deal to me, and there were a lot of cops around, and the cops kind of frightened me because my grandma would tell me that if I didn't stay in my seatbelt, that the cops would come and take me away and put me in jail forever. So, a little FYI, this is not the way to get your kids to stay in their seatbelts. Anyway, back to the point. The adoption is the reason why I have 2 last names. When I turned 12, we moved to Osage Beach, which is where I currently reside. After high school, I went to cosmetology school and obtained my license. By the time that I got my license, I figured out hair was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I continued to work at the pasta house, which is where I met my fiancé, Jake. I met him when I was 15, and he was about 20 or 21. I can remember him talking about how he just had a baby girl and that he and her mom had split up. And at some point in time during these conversations, he told me he couldn't date me because I was too young. And the ironic thing is, when I turned 20, we ended up dating, and then we decided that we wanted to have a baby. Kelsey, she just turned 2, and Paige is getting ready to turn 9. Currently, I have 1 semester left at State Fair. Then I plan on taking 1 semester off to figure out which school I'd like to go to and to take some time for myself. Some of my hobbies are, sometimes I like to read books, working out, eating healthy, and being a good mom. During the year of 1987, there was quite a bit going on. This was the year that was in the height of fashion, working out and developing people to be different and independent, just as the rest of the 80s were. The big workout videos of this time were aerobics videos. The men had on their short shorts and their mustaches, and women wore bodysuits. The videos went a little like this. This was the year that pro football star Nate Sims came out with his NFL workout video. Some other big workout people were Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda. Television-wise, The Golden Girls, which I think is hilarious, was really big, and Alf. And also, Married with Children came out this year. Some movies that came out were Predator, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dirty Dancing, The Princess Bride, and The Emperor, which won an Academy Award. In the music world, La 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 Bamba. Who's that girl? By Madonna were my top hits. Some other songs were Bad by Michael Jackson and Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. In January of 1987, Aretha Franklin was the first female inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Men in this era wore Hawaiian shirts, leather jackets, jean jackets, straight-legged and acid-wash jeans. Earrings also became very popular among boys. If they had their ear pierced on the left, it meant they were gay. If it was on the right, it meant they were straight. Many of the parents had problems with this because even though the earring could come out, it would leave a scar, and this might interfere with them getting a job later. Women had big hair, bright makeup, big jewelry, oversized shirts, leggings, leg warmers. They liked the neon colors, and of course, the side ponytail was always fashionable. The hip-hop communities wore sneakers that were enlaced, tons of gold jewelry, and head wraps. Here's a picture of some Converse sneakers from 1987, and this is an ad. Some of the news headlines were as follows. The USS Stark, a U.S. frigate, was attacked and severely damaged by an Iraqi air-to-sea missile. 30 sailors were killed in the attack that was supposedly accidental. The Clean Water Act was passed, and the Tower Commission report charged that the Reagan administration was lying to Congress about the Iran-Contra affair. The Iran-Contra affair, if you don't know what it was, like I didn't, happened because the Reagan administration was trying to have 6 American hostages set free. Basically, the administration sold weapons to Iran to secure the release of the hostages. A few other interesting facts about life in 1987 were that the average income was $24,000 a year. Movie tickets were $3, and gasoline, boy, was that cheap. It was only 89 cents a gallon. And food, it was half the price of what it is now. 1987 was 25 years ago, and yet it doesn't feel that long ago. One thing that I have gathered is that the 80s were great, and they will never completely go away. This was an era of change and breaking norms. Our country was starting to become more technology-oriented and very independent.
Hold on.